Natali.
And today we are back with episode 2 of Topic Thursday. So first we want to start off by saying, I know you see the shirts. You peeped the shirts. I got on the black version. She got on red. Then we got a few back here. That's going to be available as well. We soft pre-lunch. July 15th.
Yes.
That's next week.
Yeah. Next Friday.
Next Friday, soft pre-lunch next Friday. So they will be available, say midnight.
Midnight. We never came up with a time. We know a date, but we don't know a time. I would say noon.
Noon?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go with noon.
Because then people be trying to stay up, and then it's just too much. So noon.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so we're gonna go with next Friday,
July 15th at noon.
soft pre-lunch.
Yep.
Soft pre-lunch meaning we're not releasing everything that we have. We're releasing 5 items.
I think we said
6?
6 or 5.
I think it was 5.
I
think it was 5. Okay, so back to our topic Thursday. So today's topics are going to be, why do you feel most entrepreneurs give up? The second one is, what do you think people fear most about entrepreneurship or becoming an entrepreneur? What do you think they fear most about it?
Okay.
And so we're going to start off with, what do you feel most why do you feel most entrepreneurs give up? We're going to start with Natali.
So I feel like,
I'll let you open up.
a lot of entrepreneurs give up because I think they get discouraged because they expect support from a lot of people that unfortunately are not going to support them in the way that they want them to support them. And so what I mean by that is, I think they want the support of their family and friends. It's like that's the minute somebody start a business, that's who they expect to be their intended immediate audience. And I think that I can back this up by saying that, I know for a fact that I've seen it a million times on Facebook when somebody's about to start a business and the first thing they do is go on Facebook and be like, y'all, so if I start selling hair, or if I start selling lashes, or whatever the business may be, they're like, are y'all gonna support?
So would that be another reason you think? Because that's kind of like confiding into people.
Yeah.
Not just, it's not like expecting support. Like you're almost asking them, like, should you start your business?
Yeah, that too. And to me, it's like, if it's something that you truly are passionate about, forget what everybody else got to say. I feel like at the end of the day, you have to find your own audience. It's not gonna be your mom. It's not gonna be your dad. Because if you selling lashes and hair, your dad don't want no lashes or hair.
Yeah.
And so
maybe they feel like that. Hey, pops don't wear lashes, but break some bread.
I guess so, but and you'd be surprised how many people really get discouraged because of that. And the way that your family can support you, they can still support you, but it would just be in different ways. For example, I feel like my dad throughout my whole journey, he's always supported me. Even, from building my nail supply room to painting it, everything that I've ever needed that was something hands-on, he was down to do it. And not even just that, he's literally sat down in my chair and let me do his nails for a video, he's even gone that far. But depending on what kind of business you have, your parents and family and friends, exactly, it's only so much they can do. And so I feel like a lot of people get discouraged by that because the people that they love aren't able, or not even that they're not able, but they just don't support them. But it's not that they don't want to, it's just it's probably not related to it's not something for them to support, I guess I could say. And so I really think that that's the reason as to why a lot of people end up giving up, because they just feel like I said, that the people that, like, their immediate people is the one that should be supporting them.
So let me ask you this. This is gonna be a little off topic, but how? So I feel like that everyone goes into it expecting that support. So how do you not? Like, how do you get to the point to where you just, I guess, become okay with it? Like,
I think I definitely would say that it's hard, especially like as a first time, you know, entrepreneur. Like, you don't really know much about it, and I feel like, you know, you, like you said, you expect for them to support. And so I think once you realize that, you know, they're not supporting, it's like you really have to dig into it and just think like, okay, maybe, you know, like, I don't know, they don't like what I'm selling, or not even that they don't like it, but they're not gonna wear it, so why buy it? You know, like, why buy it if you're not gonna wear it? And so I just really think like you have to shift the way that you think and just turn things into a more positive, I don't know, like, just, you know, a more positive way of thinking. Like, okay, they don't buy my stuff. Like, if I'm selling lashes, like, okay, my dad's not buying my stuff because, I mean, he's not gonna wear lashes, you know, or, you know, my mom.
So just lowering your expectations.
Yeah, just lowering your expectations and just being more understanding of everyone's, you know, situation. And I feel like that even comes in, you know, what am I trying to say? Like, just basically, it kind of teaches you, like, okay, like, this is in my audience, you know, like, yeah, I started a business, yeah, I would like for my family to support me, but this is not my audience. And so that just shows them, like, okay, I need to go look for the people that's gonna wear my lashes, that's gonna wear my hair, that, you know, like I said, whatever the business is, it kind of teaches you, like, okay, well, let me go look for my intended audience. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I feel like every topic kind of leads to, like, so much in a way.
Yeah.
And so it'd be so easy to get off topic because literally one thing can lead to another.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like that's entrepreneurship, period.
Yeah.
Anything with entrepreneurship can deal with entrepreneurship, can deal with life.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll answer.
Yeah.
Why do I feel most people give up? We talked about this on the last show, as far as your state of mind, the way you think, the not being able to have the ability to control your thoughts, like the what ifs, the bad what ifs, like, instead of thinking like, what if I do this and I become a millionaire, like, thinking like what if I can't do it, or what if I don't get sales and then I'm broke this month, or what if I can't pay my rent, or what if I can't feed my kids, you know, like, thinking of every possible bad thing that could go wrong. Or if you are already in the business and things go wrong, you don't have that resiliency, which is one of my favorite words. You don't have that resiliency to pick yourself back up. So, you know, having the resiliency is basically going through a trauma or going through a tough situation, not necessarily a trauma, but just any tough situation, period, and being able to bounce back from that situation. Like, if you hit the floor, you're gonna bounce back up. You know, it's a yo-yo effect.
Yeah.
And so it's like some people can't do that. Some people can't fix their mind to say, I know I'm down bad right now. I know it seemed like everything going wrong, like everything that could possibly go right seems like it's all going wrong. But everybody can't be in that situation and say, it's gotta be better. You know, it gotta get better. You know, there's people that'll get to that point and they like, forget this, like, this for the birds, like, I'm gonna go and, you know, hit that clock. I'm gonna go back and punch that clock.
So in a situation like that, so like, what would you I feel like from experience, like what have you done to bounce back, or like what would you advise somebody in that position to do based on your own personal experience?
I mean, I hit my ass plenty of times as far as just along the journey, and I'm still on the journey here. I still hit my ass sometimes now. I'm not here to say that I've gotten a lot further. I've just been able to keep going, and the biggest thing is just to keep going. Like literally, like you have to think of it as, you have to think of your business as this all I got. You gotta look at it as like it's not no job out there for me. Because honestly, I feel like if you decided to jump out there and become an entrepreneur, that was your mind saying like that a job really isn't for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You entrepreneurship is for you, but you just have to prepare yourself to be ready for entrepreneurship. And so just as far as me, I mean, like I said, my biggest thing was it wasn't like I hit my ass and then I caught a miracle. I just hit my ass and made ends meet. And I mean, sometimes God made. I mean, a lot of times God made a lot of ways. A lot of stuff happen. I mean, I got to a point a few times where I couldn't pay my car note, or I mean, it got paid. I don't have no late payments. I'm blessed. It always seemed like if I'm like, man, like I'm stressing out. I'm like, how am I gonna get this money for this car note? I need $200 more. And and it's like I get a new client. And so but I never said, dang, how I'm gonna get this last $200? Like I'm finna quit. Like I just was like, man, like I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it or whatever. And and I feel like that God seen that I didn't give up. I prayed. I told him, that I can't tell y'all what we talking about. But I talked to God, and and then I get a new client, and then there go my car note money. And it's just like in those are the moments to me that are critical, to where you just gotta just say, "Oh, thank you, God." Like literally, just like in that same voice, just, "Oh, thank you, God." Like literally a relief. And so the biggest thing is just in hard moments, that's when you need to think your most positive thoughts. Because when you think the negative, that's when you're gonna quit. When everything bad and you're thinking negative, it's just all gonna go downhill from there.
I think it's just like we said earlier, like entrepreneurship, it just comes with so much. And I feel like a lot of people, especially social media now, they make it look so easy, and like people, I don't know, I feel like people nowadays are more easily, I wouldn't say influenced. To become entrepreneurs.
Our society now is a very, very influenced society, because there's so much more being exposed now than there was when we were growing up. And that's with everything, like just as far as relationships, as far as celebrities, like you see a celebrity and that's your couple's goals, and then your couple's goals break up, and then now you like, niggas ain't shit, cause my couple's goal that broke up, he was cheating, I thought he was a good dude, you know what I'm saying? But it's just it's the same thing with entrepreneurship. Like on social media, like you see people on social media, they're entrepreneurs, they posting the good stuff, but they posting the hustle too. But you're not paying attention to the hustle. You just paying attention to what they're getting from the hustle. So we post the hustle. We post like when we make a content, we making that content. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we posting the hustle. So we're not blinding you, but you're just focused. A lot of people are like so many people in our society want everything fast. And so when they get into entrepreneurship, if it don't hit, if I don't get rich by tomorrow,
They ready to give up.
I'm straight on it. I'm gonna hit that scam.
You OD every time. Look, just one good one and I'm out.
I'm gonna hit that scam, but I ain't never did no scam. But boy, I got close. I got close. I'm talking about, boy, I was over there scratching, ain't no money. I was goddamn bad. I'm talking about I was a click away. All I had to do was scan my face.
All right, so Papa was gonna be knocking at your door.
But see, that's what got me, cause when they said scan your face,
Oh.
I ain't scan my face. I said, I ain't scared of my face. I'm sorry, I can't scan my face.
No.
Y'all was really scanning y'all face.
Yeah, they was trying to get that PPP.
Scanning y'all face. You like this?
So it's basically like you're doing that.
Yeah, like
that.
the face I did.
Oh no.
Here to the left, to the right.
I was too scared. I was gonna do it the legit way with my accountant and everything, but I was scared. I was scared then. It's just because I've heard about so many people scamming, and so I'm thinking like, okay, you trying to set me up?
Right, for real.
So,
all right.
anyways,
topic number 2. Why do you think, or what do you think keeps people from becoming an entrepreneur? Like, what do you think they just, it's like they see the entrepreneur and it's like, ooh, I really want to do this. I really want to start this. I really want to do this on my own. But then they like, but nah. Yeah. Almost like they feel like it's too good to be true. But I'm gonna let you go.
Okay. I think that one of the main I feel like it's a lot. Like everybody has their own reason as to why they don't go for it. Mm. But I think the most common one that I've heard about is just that stability or security. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is just, especially coming from working a 9 to 5, just knowing that every 2 weeks or every week you're gonna get that check, and if you work this many hours, that's how much your check is. And people be quick to add up that money. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I work these many hours and I get paid this much an hour, and so my check gonna be this much. And
I'm gonna get $4,000 a month, so I'm gonna make sure my expense is $3,900 a month.
Exactly. And so it's like coming from like I said, a 9 to 5 job to entrepreneurship. Like, ain't no telling how much you're gonna make. You may have one day you may have 50 sales, the next day you might have 1 sale, and it's just so all over the place, and you just never know. And so I feel like a lot of people are scared of the unknown, and I think we talked about this yesterday, and so I think it's just
so like we will admit yesterday we recorded this video
and it looked a mess.
So we're doing it over.
Yeah. So that's another part of like entrepreneurship. Like, when we post this video, like we make it look easy. Like, okay, we recorded the video and that's it. But no, like we done took like 1,500 pictures. Mm-hmm. And then this is our second time recording a 30-minute long video. And second time getting dressed and it takes time. Yeah, it takes time. And so it's not as easy as as it may seem. Like, it takes time, it takes commitment, it takes a lot. Yeah. But yeah, I think for me, I would definitely say that people are just scared to go into the entrepreneurship, not knowing, if they're gonna have that consistent, I guess, paycheck. And then another thing too, like I mentioned yesterday, is that insurance. Not having to pay for your own insurance, because I looked up an insurance quote last year or the year before last, and they was trying to charge me almost $500 just for a month, just for my health insurance.
Oh, for yourself?
Yeah, for myself. For I think it was like health and dental, it was gonna be like $500 just for me. And I was like, no, because at that point, I feel like, okay, I don't really get sick, and so if I do get sick, I'd rather trying to think positively, okay, if I do get sick, I doubt that it would be anything major, and so I'd rather just go and pay that $180 to see my PCP, and then That's it, instead of having to pay $500 a month. And so
Yeah.
it's just like, you know, with me, it's like,
Because I feel like if I'm paying $500, I need something to be wrong with me. I need to be at the hospital for something.
Exactly. And so like, just me, like if I was a sickly person, then yeah, like I wouldn't mind, you know, paying that amount every month, because I know that it'll be worth it. But knowing that I probably go to the doctor like maybe once a year for like an annual checkup to make sure that everything is fine, and then other than that, like, you know, that's it. And dental, which is cheaper than, you know, me paying out of pocket every time I go to the doctor is cheaper than me paying insurance every month.
Yeah.
And so like, but you know, people that have families and stuff, like, of course, you know, they get to put their kids under their insurance and all that stuff. And so it, you know, like working for somebody is cheaper, having that insurance. So yeah, it's more convenient. And so I feel like that's another thing that people are afraid to leave. Or not even just that, but not even just the insurance, but all of the benefits that come with working for somebody else. Paid, what is it called?
Because my insurance was what, $3?
Yeah, y'all had really, I know that y'all had really good insurance at UPS, but not even just that, like, you know, you, paid time off, even though y'all get what?
Barely.
Yeah.
So the first year, you don't get no vacation.
Oh, okay.
After a year, you get a week. 2 years, you get 2 weeks. And then in 10 years, you get 3 weeks.
But see, with entrepreneurship, like, depending on what stage in your, you know, career you are as an entrepreneur, like.
But the only difference is, yeah, you can take them vacations, but that's not paid vacations.
Which one? Oh, through.
With entrepreneur.
Oh yeah, like they're not gonna be paid.
Yeah.
So like you just gotta work your, you know, like.
I mean, we may still get paid while we're gone.
Yeah, like if you like sales, you know, if you're
yeah.
selling something, then yeah, like you're still making money, you know, like through say YouTube, I still make money from that.
Yeah.
But as far as like say with my clients, you know, with my like when I'm actually sitting there doing my clients, like I'm not getting paid for that, and so you know I'm losing money there. But that just, you know, as an entrepreneur, you just gotta know, you know, what comes with it. And so like if you want to take those long vacations, like you gotta, you know, have it set up to where shit, if you want to take off for a month, you can, but you need to make sure that you got that money coming in, you know. And so because
I mean, honestly, a vacation don't mean time off. You can be elsewhere, but you still gonna have to do something for your business.
Yeah.
You can't just go out.
Oh yeah, we're always working.
Yeah, you can't just go out of pocket.
Yeah, even I mean, just think like when we just went to Tampa, we recorded videos, and you know we're still posting, and so like we're never not working, like literally never not working. And so that's another thing that, you know, people have to understand when becoming an entrepreneur. Like you leave that 9 to 5 job, but you're gonna be working 24 hours over here, like literally. You be thinking like, oh, I just don't want to clock in from 9 to 5, but yeah, you're gonna be working 24 hours. Like we literally wake up checking the email, we wake up checking, you know, we wake up working and then go to sleep working. Last night it was 11, you sitting there trying to record a damn video. So we're always working.
Now.
What?
You sure? We throwing each other on.
No, I'm just using you as an example. Like we're always working.
Yeah.
But it's worth it because it's something that we enjoy. You know, it's something that we enjoy, and so it doesn't really feel like a job. So that's my answer.
To save myself, I wouldn't record, and I would just sit in my camera phone and I wake up. Do my little wake up stuff, you know. See, so y'all can see me get out of the bed when I really got out the bed, played the camera, got back in the bed, then got back out the bed.
At 11, they had to be up at 4. That's why I was sleeping in the car.
Be like that, man.
But anyways, come on.
Alright, so why do I feel like people decide no on entrepreneurship?
Not necessarily decide no, but why are they like hesitant? You know, or why?
What was the question?
What was the question?
Huh? What makes people? What keeps people from becoming an entrepreneur?
Oh, like just keep them completely.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, hesitation is what's keeping them. I mean, because that's an overthinking mind. That's what hesitation is. Period. But I will say that I mean, what, like you said, what keeps people from doing it is just being comfortable with where they are. It's like, I've been here 5 years already. I might as well finish it out. Or I've been here, like I know in the military, they say once you re-enlist your second contract, you know, you might as well stay because you already did 12. And so you might as well do 8 more I mean, to me that don't make sense, but to them it's like, hey, you did 12, you might as well do 8 more. But I mean, it makes sense if that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you already over the hump of 10, so it's like you might as well, if you're gonna go over 10, you might as well go ahead and get your full benefits.
Yeah. And okay, so just to cut you off real quick, that's another thing too. Another big thing that I feel like holds people back is just with entrepreneurship. We don't got no what do you call it? Retirement.
Yeah.
And so like just to think, because I mean that's something that I still need to be trying to figure out. Like,
but
yeah,
you do. They have stock investments.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, like, you know, with your job, you just kind of sign up for it real easily, and like with us, like that's something that we have to go out and look for.
Most jobs enroll you anyway once you become full time.
Yeah. Okay. So
like UPS, once I became full time, money started automatically going to my 401k on its own.
Right, and so you know they make it real easy for you to, you know, put money up towards your retirement. But with entrepreneurship, a lot of people, I'm sure, aren't even getting taxes taken out of, you know, what they're making. And so that's just a whole nother thing that we have to, you know, deal with or be smart about. Hopefully everybody that's an entrepreneur, you know, take that into consideration and know, like, yeah, I might be, you know, making a lot of money right now, but I need to be putting money over to the side for the future. But I just had to put that in there too. Because that's a big one. That's a huge one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What I was saying. Wow.
You were saying about UPS and...
No, I wasn't saying nothing about no UPS. I was talking about... So what do I feel because most people... Man, you threw me out on the
You said something about getting comfortable. People get comfortable.
I feel like a lot of people just get comfortable with life. Like, it's like, you know, like I know I'm gonna go to work. I know I'm gonna come home. If I got a wife gonna cook dinner. We're gonna go to bed. And I'm gonna get up and do it again tomorrow. And it's like, it becomes routine. And so it's like they're stuck in the routine. And I've heard people say, like, you know, like, I got my routine, like, I'm good, or whatever. And I mean, honestly, some people, if we're gonna be completely honest, some people are lazy. Some people are scared of the work.
Yeah.
Because I mean, think about how many people go to work and don't do no work.
Like,
I mean, because, like, literally, like, how many people do you know that be at work and probably on their phone the whole shift, and then once they get off, they act like they're so tired. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are people that go to work and work their ass off the entire shift, but there's a lot of people that maybe have a thought of entrepreneurship, but shit, they know they lazy.
It's a big commitment.
They know they lazy.
That too.
They know they lazy, they know they can't do it. But I would say for people that I know that wants to be an entrepreneur or has entrepreneur dreams, what could be keeping from them is like, you know, just the fear, like the fear of the unknown, like just not knowing what to expect. So it's like, you know, it's like they don't know what to expect. So it's like they already comfortable with their job and they're already comfortable with what they're doing. So it's like, you know, why would I go and do that? Something that could be so risky, or something that I could possibly lose in. I mean, because you will lose. Yeah. There are losses, but the rewards, you just try your best to strategize that your rewards are greater than your losses, and that's how you balance it out as far as your journey itself, period. And the most important thing in the beginning is when you do get your rewards, don't spaz out. You know what I mean? Like, don't be like, oh, like, don't get too happy. You better sit down. You gotta come humble your brother, sister. So, I think that's pretty much it. That'll conclude. Shout out my boy Stetson. I saw he was watching. I will say that he played a big part as far as me jumping into entrepreneurship. To be honest, like, just like the conversations we had at work, like we always talked about like how we wanted more, or like all the stuff we wanted, like as far as, I mean, we used to talk about stocks together. We used to talk about getting rental properties, or like literally everything that you can think about as far as growth. Like, we used to talk about it. And so it's like he pushed me, you know what I'm saying? Like he pushed me into, like, believing that, like, dude, I can do it, you know what I mean? Like, I can make it happen or whatever. And the reason why I kind of, I looked up to him and, seeing him as a good friend, even with me not working at UPS, like, I still make sure that I keep in touch, because to me, I don't like losing good people. So it's like, even though we don't talk every day, like, I still know, like, he close to me, and like that, we'll always have our relationship, even though, we're not working together. But, because he had his family. I mean, he had a wife at the time when I was working there. Now he got 2 kids, so like, you're a family man. That was something that I've always wanted. Like, I've always wanted to be a husband and to have kids. Like, I don't know, that, like, even as a kid, like, I used to think, like, I used to say that I was gonna save myself for marriage.
Oh, man.
I used to say I was gonna save myself for marriage, and it was because, I don't know, maybe I just came out the womb wanting to be married or whatever, and so it's just like, I don't know. So I just really kind of stuck to him as far as, the talks we had, and at work, sometimes I say that, like, I kind of miss it, because it's like me and him used to motivate each other. It's like, if he was working and I was about to go home, I'm gonna go find a route real quick so we both can be working. You know what I'm saying? It's like we was 2 hustlers, like, on the same mission, and I felt that, and so it was like, it was genuine. It wasn't. I never felt like we was in competition or nothing. It was like on some teamwork make the dream work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was legitimate, and that's my dog, so for sure. But we can go ahead and conclude.
Look, our show was because when you said that, like, my mind just going like, because okay, one last thing. I think I said it earlier, like, when it comes to just fears, I think it's so much that it could be. And another thing that I just thought when you said that, competition, is like, that's what a lot of people fear. It's like, well, I want to do this, but such and such and such and such and such and such, they're doing it. So like, what if my business don't do good? And so,
because I think about how many companies sell shoes.
Shoes, cars.
We got 3 shoe stores in the mall. I guarantee it ain't none of them closed down, so they all selling something.
Exactly. And so, I don't know, like, that holds people back a lot. And then even you just using your friend as an example too, and this would be, I'll make sure to write it down, but it just goes to show how big of an impact that had on you, like the people that you surround yourself around, for sure. And so that's one thing that, people need to take into consideration. Like, once you go into an entrepreneur life, like, you gotta change your whole way of thinking. Yeah, like,
because you may be sitting at the bar with the homies, and it may be a down week for you. You may be a little broke, But then they talking about they just got paid.
Yeah.
And they like, damn, it's getting paid every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or maybe kids we got paid every week.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it just, like I said, just keeping those people around you just
not saying that you don't, not saying that you can't be friends with people that's not entrepreneurs.
No, not at all.
Because even people that aren't entrepreneurs, some of them still
got
have
a lot of good ideas.
They have a great mindset as far as creativity.
Yeah.
Like you may have a friend does marketing, but he works for a company.
Yeah.
That still could be very valuable to you because that's professional marketing.
And I think that's something that we both need to start doing now.
What? Talking to folks.
Yeah. Because we both be like, like talking to people.
I know, and I be sick of you.
You do too much. But no, really, like I feel like we do need to start surrounding ourselves with more like-minded people.
Yeah, for sure.
And we even said that, the other night, like reading, just learning more stuff other than what we already know, just expanding our knowledge.
You can start going to events.
Yeah. And then, look, anytime some come around and, some event come around, we both be like, I don't like being around people. I don't like talking to people.
But what I tell you about the paintball.
What? We not talking about no paintball. We talking about entrepreneur events.
But the entrepreneur event, how we going there with pen and paper and, just kind of mingle a little bit, talk a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I feel like, I'm not trying to, but I feel like that people see me as approachable.
Yeah, you real friendly looking.
I guess so, because I feel like every time that I like if I go somewhere,
somebody's going to
somebody
talk to
gonna
you.
say something to me.
Not me though, because I got that natural like meme.
And so I feel like you need to get that away because they're gonna feel like they can't talk to neither one of us.
But I don't be trying. It's just like when I'm just chilling, like I just look like I'm mad. See? And I don't even be trying, like I could be on my phone or something and like my resting face is like,
I ain't resting.
It's not resting.
Groused up.
But we really need to do better when it comes to that for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like right now, like we're limiting ourselves to possibilities and opportunities for sure. Yeah. So.
For sure, networking is great for entrepreneurship.
Yes, for sure.
That's one thing that I liked about the military. It was free network because there was so many people from different places doing different things. You got people in the military that's a legitimate doctor in the real world, and to me, it's like, well, why are you in the military?
I think some people just be wanting that experience.
No, some people just want to feel tough, and so they want to put on their doctor scrubs and know they soft, and then go put on a military suit, and now they boo-boo and want to yell at you and stuff. And so that's really what it is for. I don't like the military watching. But anyways, in conclusion, we appreciate you guys for the comments that you left. The podcast.
And if you didn't watch the first one, make sure I go watch the first episode and then come back to this one. Well, it's too late, but
yeah, it's too late because that means they didn't already watch it. But the podcast idea, I love it. We got you.
We do.
We're gonna put it out. We're gonna figure out how to get it to Spotify. So you can listen to it on the way to the car, because that's very convenient. Especially if you can just put your headphones in, because YouTube, you gotta keep the screen.
Do you think that we're like listening to us talk? Like, do you think what am I trying to say? Would you listen to us?
I listened to it in the gym.
Really? I didn't.
Yeah. I listened to it in the gym while I was working out.
And so, just listening to us, like, you would think that, oh, people would like this.
I sound cool as shit.
You do?
Yeah.
What about me? You do too much. Anyways, y'all, just a little reminder that our t-shirts will be available on our website. Why you shut the shoes? We're not going to be
fit check.
Oh, okay, fit check. Come on, stand up. Turn around.
Yeah.
He got the Air Maxes. He don't got his.
Got the aesthetics. Ain't that what y'all be calling it?
I don't think that they're called aesthetics. They're accessories.
No, but the aesthetics to a picture or a film or a video.
Okay. But anyways, y'all, as I was saying, our t-shirts will be available on our website on July 15th at noon. We are going to be having 5 shirts that will be launching that day, and then the rest will be launching on a different day. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the little bell so you are notified every time that we post. And then also make sure that you follow us on Instagram at hustlersworld.co. I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's a lot to say.
That was good.
Then I said it with no like interruption, no nothing.
Yeah.
Look at me. Yeah. But anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll be back next week with episode number 3. And then I think we already said this, but if you have any topic that you guys would like for us to talk about, feel free to just comment down below and just leave your comment. Or even if you want to just comment down below and just let us know your answer to the questions. And then what else? What was something else I said? If they've struggled, like basically answering a question, and then what were some of the things that you did to overcome your fear of becoming an entrepreneur? Or
because as an entrepreneur, we're still learning too.
Yeah, of course.
As an entrepreneur, you have to always be open-minded to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want this to be a thing to where everybody's learning. We want to learn from y'all, and hopefully y'all can learn from us. And just overall, just be a good conversation, a good vibe.
Yeah. But no, we really want this to be, a community where we can learn from each other. So don't be shy and just comment down below and let us know what you guys think. Of course, we're just starting out with this, so we are open to constructive criticism. And
now don't get too nasty. Don't get too nasty, cause I'm gonna come in back.
You guys. Oh Lord. But yeah, so I guess that wraps it up for episode number 2, and we will see you guys
next week.